Is Xbox coming unglued at the seams? Well, there are rumors circulating and percolating around the internet talking about not only games like Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush coming to the PlayStation 5, but there is discussion about Halo, Starfield, and the new Indiana Jones game, which was just shown off last month by Xbox during their Dev Direct. We're going to get all into all that and a little more speculation next here on Pushing Polygons. Now, it's been circulating around for a little while that Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Stars, but Sea of Thieves would be coming to the PlayStation platform. It was just a matter of when and where Microsoft was going to make that announcement, as several of the industry's most well insiders believe this to be the case, whether they agree with that business decision or not. However, late on Friday, there was an interesting Twitter post. Unfortunately, I don't have it here for you, but from Idol Sloth, not Idol Sloth, two separate accounts, where they were talking about Sarah Bond was going to be making some form of game announcements and a change in strategy in the spring. However, leaks started oozing out late on Sunday afternoon talking about Starfield being prepped for the PlayStation 5 after its first DLC launch. And now there is talk of a consideration of Indiana Jones coming to Sony's platform, potentially several months after it launches on the Xbox. Now, I had a video a few weeks back talking about the perceived value of the Xbox brand and what games shouldn't come to another platform. Otherwise, users who bought the Xbox would feel jilted and the brand losing its identity. If you want to see more about that, you can click the video over here. But in that video, I talk about perceived value and I talk about what games shouldn't come. Now, Starfield is one of these games. Indiana Jones potentially is one of these games. These are core tenets to the Xbox. Now, Indiana Jones does have a history with Xbox, as there was an Indiana Jones game on the original Xbox. But there is one thing I noticed in all these leaks is outside of the Sea of Thieves game, which is rumored, a lot of these games are Bethesda games. It's Starfield, it's Indiana Jones, it's Hi-Fi Rush. Now, all these games are made under the Bethesda part of the banner. So does that mean Halo is getting ready to jump over to Team Blue? In the short term, I think the answer is no, but we have to remember between Bethesda and Activision Blizzard King that Microsoft has spent almost a total of $80 billion. Phil Spencer had to go to the Microsoft bank of the world and say, I need some money. We need to continue to float our brand to make it competitive. However, when you borrow from the Bank of Microsoft, the Bank of Microsoft is going to want that money back, and it's going to want it with interest. So depending upon the game's performance, depending upon Game Pass's performance, they may say, hey, these are not making enough money for us to return our investment in the time frame that we allotted. So we're going to force you to change your business model, and we're going to force some of these games to get over to a platform that we know has a significant user base. Now, there was discussion not too long ago that Game Pass was somewhere around 33 million subscribers. We're not going to get into the numbers because we really don't know the breakdown, but at maximum, they're charging $14.99 a month. $14.99 multiplied, or we'll just say $15, make it easy, 15 multiplied by 30 million. Apparently, that's not enough for them to do their return on investment, because there are a lot of costs associated with that. There are a lot of games in that service that aren't theirs. So we do have to keep that in mind when it comes to this. But when you're looking at games such as Indiana Jones, now, if there is some form of exclusivity, whether being timed on Xbox first or Game Pass first, that might lessen the blow. But if you're releasing everywhere, and then in addition with the whole controversy of going digital only, if you're putting discs out on another platform, for a lot of people, they may still go to that other platform to buy your game. This is a wild shift, and Microsoft has failed to even address the speculation, as this speculation has not been going on for days or even weeks. It's been going on for months, and now it seems to be spiraling out of control, with a lot of the industry pundits, Jez Corden being one of them, Tom Warren being another from Insider Gaming, and many others saying that, yes, they had heard this. Nate the Hate has even come out and said that he had heard this some time ago, that these games were going to be coming to PlayStation, which gives even Colin Moriarty, who has access in the industry, a lot more credence to the things that he hears and the things that he says. So what does this mean for Xbox? Does it mean Xbox is over? I think what you're going to find is, if Xbox does start doing this, that there is going to be a lot of transition in the fan base. And even if they keep things in Game Pass right from the get-go and it comes to PlayStation later, you're going to see a slow and steady migration to the PlayStation platform, because why hold yourself to Game Pass if you can get everything except Nintendo games on the PlayStation platform? If you can get all of Sony's hits, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, you know, their exclusives, Rise of the Ronin, and then you can also get Microsoft stuff, why would you stick on that platform? And if enough people make the exodus from Xbox, then Xbox may just go third party totally. Is this a smart business move for the Xbox brand? Well, you know, I had speculated whether or not the brand of Xbox was dead, but you'll have to check that out in the video here.